Good morning, dear students. How are you all? Dear students, we were doing a chapter, The Teeth and the Microbes. And in the last lecture, we had seen about our types of teeth. We had discussed about the incisors, we have discussed about the canines, premolars, and molars. I hope you might have understood. Now, today we are going to discuss about the parts of a teeth, its structure, the care of the teeth, and we are then going to discuss about the microbes. So let's get started. See the parts of a teeth. Do you know how many parts our teeth has? Yes, two parts. One is a crown and the other is a root. Dear students, whenever you open your mouth, you cannot see a root section. You can only see the crown. So the crown is a part of a tooth we can see in our mouth. And what is a root? The root of a tooth is planted inside or into the gum to keep the tooth steady while it is doing its job. Now, just tell me one question for you people. What type of a job does a tooth do? Whenever we ask this question, the answer is
Okay, dear students. So, what is a tooth doing? The tooth is doing its job. And what kind of a job? Chewing the food. At times, we eat a hard food, or at times, you particularly eat a soft food. In both these processes, whenever you have to chew the food, grind the food, it is our teeth that helps us. And do you know why are our teeth so firm, so strong? Due to their roots. In a similar manner, as whenever you plant a tree, plant is upright. Is that clear? तो उसके रूट्स हमारे अर्थ के अंदर होते हैं, सॉइल के अंदर होते हैं, and it keeps a plant upright. In a same manner, our roots keep our tooth intact. So strong roots, strong will be your tooth. Now, dear students, let's discuss the structure of a tooth in detail. See, this is a structure of a tooth. The white substance that you see is the enamel. What is it? Enamel. Let's see now the next point. It is particularly our dentine. This is our dentine. The pulp. Inside the dentine is the pulp here, right? What is it? Pulp. Now we have the gum. Gums keep our tooth intact बच्चे. तो ये बिल्कुल उसको टाइट कर देते हैं. So this portion is particularly the gum here. This is the gum. Now let's see the bone. Here inside this portion is the bone. Then you have small nerves that is taking a blood supply here. So this is the structure of a tooth. Now bacha, let's do that in detail. The structure of a tooth is divided into two parts, crown and root, as I had told you earlier. The crown is a part we see while we cannot see the root because it is present inside our gums. Is that clear? The pink section, whenever you open your mouth, the pink thing that you see in your dental structure is known as gums. Gums बच्चे हमारे टीथ को बहुत इंटैक्ट रखते हैं, टाइट रखते हैं. Gums hold the teeth to their places. Gums हमारे टीथ को अपनी places में इंटैक्ट रखते हैं. The outer part of a tooth is called enamel. The white section that you see is the enamel. Remember one thing, it is the hard substance and is white in color. कौन सा substance होता है? Very hard one. And this is white in color. And dentine is placed below the enamel. And you should remember that dentine is inside the enamel. बच्चे बहुत layers हैं. See, enamel, dentine, then you have the pulp here, you have the bone inside, and then you have the blood vessels that is giving the blood supply here, right? So do remember one thing. We had a tooth divided into two parts, crown and root. Crown is a part that we can see and root portion we cannot see, right? Dear students, whenever we talk about the tooth को intact कौन रखता है? It is the gums that is keeping a tooth intact. Dear students, remember the outer section of a tooth that is visible is known as enamel. What do you call it? Enamel. And enamel is the hardest substance. Do you know? It is the enamel only due to which we are easily able to bite hard substances and it doesn't break. Why? Because it is the hardest substance present in our body. Right? Now, bacha, you should be remembering just below the enamel is the dentine. Now, dear students, enamel is the hardest substance in our body and inside the dentine lies the pulp. You should always remember, dentine के अंदर बच्चे क्या है? It is a pulp. It is very soft in which the nerves and blood vessels are present. So remember, it is inside the pulp, the nerves and blood vessels are there. Nerves are connected to the gums through a hole present in the root. Remember how are the nerves connected to the gum? Through the roots, through the hole present in the root. Now dear students, I think the structure of a tooth is clear. You have to draw this diagram also. That's why I have given a clear picture to you of the structure of a tooth. Now, let's talk about the care of a teeth. But do you care your teeth? Yes, you should. Because it is due to the teeth only that a person looks beautiful. A person looks smart. There is a shape to your face. Is that clear? And moreover, it helps in biting, in chewing. See, just think about a child who is having a cavity. अगर आपकी cavity है तो इतना ज़्यादा pain होगा. You cannot even sleep due to that pain because it is worse. So that's why we have to care our teeth. We have to take care of our teeth. We have to stop them from decaying. You know what you do? You're just eating a toffee and after eating a toffee, you are just going off to sleep. See, the sugary substance is there in your teeth and this is inviting the cavities. That's why the black portion that we see in our teeth at times is a cavity. It is a decayed tooth. So dear students, do remember one thing. We should take care of our teeth. आप लोगों को कैसे केयर करना है, we'll be studying ahead, but let's see how to do that. See, our teeth play a very vital role in digestion. You know it very well. Very important role. If we take care of them, we can save them from decaying. अगर हम अपने टीथ की प्रॉपर केयर करते हैं ना बच्चे, तो हम लोग इनको डिकेइंग से बचा सकते हैं. डिफरेंट बैक्टीरिया आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल इन डिकेइंग आवर टीथ. आपको पता है बहुत सारे बैक्टीरिया हैं जो कि हमारे टीथ को डिके कर सकते हैं. एंड रिमेंबर, जो बैक्टीरिया होता है ना वो सबसे पहले एनेमल को अटैक करता है. एनेमल इज़ अ हार्डेस्ट सब्सटेंस. सी हाउ हार्मफुल द बैक्टीरिया इज़न्ट इट? क्योंकि यह आपके एनेमल को भी यहाँ पर पियर्स कर लेता है एंड देन द ब्लैक थिंग अकर्स.
यू नो व्हाट, जो बैक्टीरिया होता है वो सबसे पहले हमारे एनामल को अटैक करता है और एनामल को अटैक कर सीधे का सीधा यहाँ पर वो ब्लैक पोर्शन नहीं आता. पहले इट इज़ पर्टिकुलरली अ येलो कलर्ड लेयर दैट फॉर्म्स एंड वी कॉल इट प्लग. इज दैट क्लियर? यू कॉल इट प्लग. नाउ डियर स्टूडेंट्स, they also attack the dentine and the pulp. When these bacteria moves further, then that tooth becomes black in color. We feel pain when bacteria reach the nerves. This results in cavities, bleeding gums and even a toothache. So but now, what you should eat to just save yourself from a toothache? We should eat food items like eggs, milk, cheese, rich in proteins, right? The food or a diet that is rich in vitamin C and calcium. Vitamin C is also present in some vegetables like cabbage and spinach. So you should have lots of eggs, lots of milk, lots of cheese, right? Not only this, you should have a vitamin C rich food as well as calcium, right? Do remember the green vegetables. Now dear students, here is one of the method how you can stop the decaying of your teeth. And yes, the mantra is how to brush your teeth. Now this is what you have to see. All the steps are given.
So kindly go for these tips and brush your teeth in the same manner. Let's move ahead. Now there are some tips for the healthy teeth. Let's see how can you keep your teeth healthy. The first thing, brush your teeth twice a day. Twice means 2 times a day. First in the morning and then in the night before going to bed. बेड पे जाने से पहले हमारे को अपने टीथ को ब्रश करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. You should avoid too many sweets, too many chocolates, too many cold drinks. Because बच्चे they contain a lot of sugar. And due to this lot of sugar, our teeth tends to decay. Next, you should visit a dentist regularly. आपको अपने डेंटिस्ट के पास रेगुलरली जाना चाहिए. अपने टीथ को रेगुलरली चेक करवाते रहना चाहिए. Next is wash your mouth with water after every meal. You should wash or rinse your mouth. Is that clear? With water after every meal. Now बच्चे let's see some more 6 tips for the healthy teeth. Rinse between the meals. After having your food, wash your mouth from inside. Rinse your mouth. Is that clear? Use a straw. जब भी आपको कुछ पीना है, कोल्ड ड्रिंक पीना है, जूसेस पीने हैं, you should use a straw to do that. Because due to that straw, it does not go much to your teeth. It's straight away you can just drink that properly. Avoid sticky foods. Too much of sticky foods, this means it is too much of juicy, too much of foods that contains a lot of sugar should not be taken up. Like ice creams, isn't it? Too much of everything is bad, dear. So you should stop taking too much of chocolates, too much of ice creams, right? Next is avoid acidic foods. हमें ऐसे foods को भी ज़्यादातर avoid करना है जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा क्या है, acid है. Now dear students, chew the sugar free gum. अगर आपको कुछ chew करना है या हमारे को sugar का intake करना है तो you should use that sugar free. आइसक्रीम्स खानी है, शुगर फ्री यूज़ करो. इज दैट क्लियर? नेक्स्ट इज यू शुड ड्रिंक मोर एंड मोर वाटर. बच्चे जब आप लोग मोर एंड मोर वाटर को ड्रिंक करते हो, ऑटोमेटिकली व्हाट हैपन्स, बैक्टीरिया इज रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम योर माउथ. यू ऑल्सो रिंस. इज दैट क्लियर? सो बैक्टीरिया गेट्स रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम योर माउथ देन. So with this, we just come to the end of the structure of tooth. Now we have one more very interesting topic and let's check it out. It is the microbes. Now dear, let's see some of the questions come to us. We know that microorganisms are living things. What are microorganisms? Microbes are known as microorganisms. What are they? They are harmful or they are useful? It's a very important question. कि माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स या हमारे जो माइक्रोब्स प्रेजेंट हैं वो यूज़फुल हैं या हार्मफुल हैं. व्हाट दे प्रोड्यूस, ये किसको प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, क्या प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, सब गुड बेनिफिट्स देते हैं या सारे बैड चीज़ें ही देते हैं. वी आर गोइंग टू नो अबाउट दिस रियली अबाउट दिस इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स. सो लेट्स सी. बच्चे माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स, माइक्रो मीन्स वेरी स्मॉल. So these organisms are very very small and remember cannot be seen with the naked eye. आप इसको बिना माइक्रोस्कोप के नहीं देख सकते हो. Let's see यहाँ पर कितनी तरह के माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं. We have bacteria, we have fungi, you have protozoa, you have algae. Let's try to understand बच्चे, whenever we talk about the microorganisms or microbes, remember you cannot see with the naked eye. So what about a bacteria? Bacteria can be good as well as bad. Single celled in nature. Eat what's around them. जब जो कुछ भी उसको अपने आसपास दिखता है ना, just eat on that, feed on that. Antibiotics are a bacteria killing bomb. Is that clear? You should remember जो antibiotics होते हैं ना वो bacteria killing होते हैं, right? So यहाँ पर vitamin C also kills the bacteria. Clear? Let's see about a virus. Viruses are only bad. Coronavirus, isn't it? Really bad. Pandemic situation, right? Chaos everywhere. So it's a parasite. It is smaller than bacteria, 100 times smaller than bacteria. विटामिन सी किल्स इट. दैट्स वाई इट्स बीइंग सेड कि अगर आपको कोरोना वायरस से बचना है, यू शुड गार्गल डेली, you should have warm water, you should even have vitamin C. This means vitamin C is found generally in the citrus fruits, right? Or even you can take one tablet Lim-C, right? Let's move ahead. Fungi. Fungi is mold and yeast. अब ये yeast जो होता है ना, it is really good also at times. हमारी जो bread बनती है ना, वो yeast से ही बनती है. Let's talk about protozoa. But a protozoa is multicellular and found everywhere. Where do you find protozoa? Everywhere. We'll be just discussing about it. आपको पता है जो मलेरिया या हमारे डायसेंट्री, तो इसके कारण किसके कारण से होते हैं? They are due to this protozoa only, right? Let's move ahead. Now, what are the microbes? So, बच्चे, I told you earlier also, micro. Micro means very, very small. Cannot be seen with the naked eye. So microbe is defined as any microscopic organism, and they are capable of spreading diseases. Do remember, इससे diseases spread होते हैं. We have talked about this. Bacteria, it is virus, it is some small parasite, it is a protozoa, right? Let's see some definitions that we'll come across here. What's a pathogen? What do you understand by pathogen? ये जो बैक्टीरिया है, वायरस है, पैरासाइट है, फंगी है, what are they? They are the pathogens. They are the disease causing microorganisms. कौन से organisms हैं ये micro? They are the disease causing microorganisms. So this is your vocabulary section, क्योंकि इस chapter के अंदर, इस topic के अंदर we are going to come across all of them. Next is bacteria. Remember, all these microorganisms are living beings. They are living. Is that clear? So that's why whenever we talk about bacteria, bacteria is a single-celled living organism responsible for the decay of many plants and animal diseases. Next is virus, the smallest of the microbial food contaminants. Viruses rely on the living host to reproduce. अब जैसे कि वायरस, अभी कोरोना वायरस है, it's being spreading from one person to another. Is that clear? Next is what? Parasite, an organism that needs a living host to survive. What is a parasite? जिसको एक living host चाहिए, वो वहीं survive कर सकता है. Okay dear, let's talk about a fungi. See, fungi can be single-celled or multicellular organism that can cause food spoilage and lives by absorbing nutrients from organic matter. Now, dear students, I am going to give you one activity. Take 2 pieces of bread and keep one in the refrigerator. Keep the other in a dark place. Is that clear? And leave it there for 2 days. Remember. So, dear students, what are you going to see after 2 days? After 2 days, you see that the bread that is inside the refrigerator is perfectly fine, but the one that is outside in a dark place has some fungi on it, right? It's contaminated. आप उसको अब और consume नहीं कर सकते. So this is an experiment that you people have to take up. Now, let's move ahead. See, what are the microbes? Microbes are very small organisms which are capable in spreading diseases. They are so tiny that we cannot see them with our naked eyes. You know it very well. And most of the spread diseases, but some of them are useful also. So here comes answer, that some of the microbes are useful as well. Now, dear students, let's talk about the kinds of microbes. But the fungi are the microbes which feed on dead and decaying matter. They cause skin diseases like ringworms and athlete's foot. मैंने आपको अभी एक फंगी का एग्जाम्पल और एक एक्टिविटी करने को दिया ना. Whenever you do an activity, बच्चे, उसका एंड रिजल्ट पता है क्या होगा? जो आपका ब्रेड का पीस बाहर पड़ा था, उसके ऊपर एक ग्रीन सी कवरिंग आने लग जाएगी, ग्रीनिश सब, right? And what is that? That is a fungi. And that food is contaminated now, not good for you to eat. Now, dear students, let's talk about bacteria. Bacteria are single-celled organisms. Bacteria cause various diseases such as tuberculosis, typhoid, pneumonia. They can be rod, round, or spiral shaped. But in next portion, we are going to talk about a virus. So viruses are the microorganisms which can be seen only by using a microscope because they are the smaller than bacteria, and many diseases such as dengue, chickenpox, flu, common cold is caused due to this virus. Let's talk about the last one that you have to do is a protozoa. Remember, protozoa are categorized in microbes. They are single-celled also like bacteria, or they can be multi-celled also. And they cause diseases like malaria and dysentery. Right, students? So I hope these 4 kinds of microbes are perfectly clear. Fungi, bacteria, virus and protozoa. Now, dear students, let's talk about some useful microbes. See, bacteria can be useful to change the milk into curd. आपकी मम्मा रोज़ कर्ड बनाती है ना, तो जो वो कर्ड बनाती हैं बच्चे, वो थोड़ा सा खट्टा लगाती हैं. What is खट्टा? Some sour curd. Is that clear? And due to that, Lactobacillus is a bacteria which is used to change the milk into yogurt. Right? So which is a bacteria that changes? Lactobacillus. Lactobacillus is a bacteria which changes the milk into curd overnight. But just secondly, bacteria helps in digestion of roughage in animals. Bacteria roughage in animals में भी help करता है, right? Some bacteria produces vitamins in our body, right? And fungi are used in making some medicines also. Interesting. Fungi are also useful in making bread. Yes, yeast, isn't it? Now, bache, what are some examples of microorganisms? Useful microorganisms. Lactic acid bacteria, Lactobacillus that I have told you. Photosynthetic bacteria, it is fermenting fungi जिसको हम yeast वगैरह के फॉर्म में यूज़ करते हैं. आपको पता है कई जो प्लांट्स होते हैं ना, उनमें भी वो नाइट्रोजन कहाँ से आती है? राइजोबियम से. एंड येस, लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, some of these bacteria are even used for making the penicillin, like that is particularly you could be saying, what do you call it, some medicines like penicillin and all, right? So you should be remembering that these are some examples of useful microorganisms. Now bache, let's see with the help of this flow chart. Microorganisms. Useful microorganisms is used by people to make either food or medicines. Is that clear? Food like bread, medicines like penicillin, right? Next is like बच्चे बहुत सारी vaccines में ये हम लोग किसको use करते हैं? We use these bacteria and all, we use microbes and all. Next, microorganisms is also useful in ecosystem. What is their role? Role in decomposing. जो भी डेड एनिमल्स होते हैं उनको डिकम्पोज कौन करता है? फंगी, बैक्टीरियाज. इज दैट क्लियर? राइट. सो यही तो पैरासाइट्स जो होते हैं यही तो डिकम्पोज करते हैं. एंड दे इवन हेल्प टू रिसाइकल द न्यूट्रिएंट्स. आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट राइजोबियम ना. राइजोबियम provides nitrogenous things to the plants, right, and helps in the development. So dear students, here we come to the end of the microbes. I hope the whole of this chapter is quite clear to you. Thank you and happy reading this chapter.